Hello, today I'm going to be showing you how to set up your own Telegram bot without requiring any programming experience and without it costing anything. The reason I'm interested in doing this is because I recently made a bot to prank a Telegram group I was a part of on April Fool's Day, and people were asking, well, how's it done? And so I thought it'd be fun to create this walkthrough to show you how easy and quick it is just to get up and running with your own bot that you can use for whatever you want. Now, everything I'm going to be showing you is on this page that I'm going to link to, and we're just going to be following the instructions. I'm just showing you in this walkthrough, well, by video, how to do it. Now, first questions first, what is a bot? A bot is some kind of program that when you message it, responds back. So it might, if you ask for a cat image, it might send you a cat image. If you ask for a joke, it'll tell you a joke. Or they can get even more complicated. You can order stuff, arrange stuff, search stuff. Bots can do whatever you want them to do. But it all begins somewhere, and here I'm going to show you how to set up your own very simple bot that you can start to do whatever you want with. Now, I'm going to move this just to the left, just so we have more space, and we're going to follow the instructions. The first step is, in Telegram, we're going to talk to the bot father. Now, who is the bot father? The bot father, if using the Windows version of Telegram, I'm going to type in bot father. The bot father is an imaginatively named bot by the people at Telegram, and it actually manages, I'm going to start talking to it, it manages everything about managing bots. Creating new bots, editing bots, settings. Well, I'm going to click new bot, and it says, all right, a new bot. How are we going to call it? Please choose a name for your bot. Well, that's easy. I'm going to call it sample Joshua123. Good. Now choose a username for your bot. It must end in bot. Okay, sample Joshua123 bot. Congratulations, you're done. You've made a bot. And proof of this is, if in this top bar here, I search sample Joshua123, we can actually see our bot is appearing in the search results. But if we start talking to it, well, nothing's happening. If we type /help, which when we're done will actually be a command, nothing's responding. Well, what we've done is registered the bot with Telegram, but at the moment Telegram doesn't know what to do with it. And how we get the bot to respond is what comes next. Now, there is an important piece of information here, and it's this HTTP API token. Now, ordinarily, you must not share this publicly. This is just a very, very minor security notice. This is what identifies your bot with Telegram, and you should keep it secret. The reason I'm showing it here is because it's necessary for the tutorial, and because I'm deleting this bot straight afterwards. But this is just something to note. So, that is step 2, the access token. I'm going to leave it here, and then we're good. Step 3, download Node and NPM. Now, Node.js, let me just bring it up. Node.js is a JavaScript framework that is used for running servers online. It's very, very popular, and if you go to the website, it should offer you a download for your computer. I would just go with the one recommended for most users. That's absolutely fine. I already have Node.js installed, so I don't need to do this step right now, but you will obviously download it and run it. Oh, hello, someone is messaging. Sorry for that distraction, let's move on. So, having downloaded and installed Node.js, we can now move to step 3, which is, step 4, which is downloading this repository. What is a repository? Well, a repository is just a place that code is stored online. And GitHub is a very popular place to do this. And if you look in the top right corner of the web page, you'll see this green button that says clone or download. Well, click it, download zip, and just like that, everything that I've posted online, you've just downloaded. Let me bring back the instructions. So yes, we're going to, having downloaded the zip, we're going to extract it, and I'm going to extract it to my desktop just to be easy. So here it is, extract all. Going to put on my desktop. Excellent, there we are. So we've got the code, we've got the sample code all downloaded. Our next step is to navigate to the root directory in a command line. Now, a root directory, and this is the code that's downloaded. The root directory is this. It's the one that has this file, package.json, inside of it. And root just means top. It doesn't mean anything. It just means the top level. It doesn't mean anything special. So I'm going to, on Windows, I'm going to click in the start menu. I'm going to type cmd for command prompt, and I'm going to open it. So we've got a command prompt. On Mac, this is terminal. It's called a terminal. I'm going to type cd space, and cd stands for change directory. And then having copied the, having gone up here and press Ctrl C, I'm going to go back to the command prompt, press Ctrl V, and press enter. And what that does is tell my command prompt, move yourself to look at this directory. It's a similar process on Mac. I think on Mac you can just drag from the top into the terminal and it should take you there. Cool. What do we do then? Well, we run this command called npm install. Now, npm stands for Node Package Manager. It came with part of the download that we did in step 3, and it does a whole load of very useful things. So we're going to run npm install, and it's off whirring, doing a whole lot of very useful stuff. Now, that's going to run in the background. We're going to move on with the instructions. The next thing we do is create an env file in the root directory. Now, env stands for environment. And it's basically how we define the settings of the app. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to open Notepad. And my preference is to use Notepad++, which I already have open over here. Notepad++ is very, very similar just to the standard Windows Notepad. It's just it has some formatting issues. It has some formatting features that I quite like. And inside of this file, I'm going to copy this line. So I'm going to copy and paste it in there. And where it says your token from Telegram's bot father, well, I'm going to go into here. I'm going to copy this line, and I'm going to replace it here. And that's all that's needed. I'm then going to go File, Save As. On desktop, I'm going to select my folder, so I'm looking at the screen that has the package, and I'm going to save this as .env, and I'm just going to change the file type to all file types, and press save. And there we go. If I then look in the folder, we now have this .env file, which has now set up which has now got our bot's token ready to send to Telegram. Now, if I bring back the command prompt, oh, it's still running. Let's give it a few seconds to finish, and then I'll continue this tutorial. Okay, and npm is done. It's installed all the things we needed to do to get the bot working, and it's finished. So, what's next? Well, we've created our env file, we've populated it with the fields. We now have to run this command, npm run start. So, well, let's do that. npm run start. And a few seconds later, we see a command running, bot running. Yep, believe it or not, that's all it took to get our bot running. We can now go back to Telegram, go to our bot, and before where, start help didn't do anything, if I type help now, our bot is responding. Running on our computer, our bot has linked up to our computer's software, has linked up to Telegram and said, when you receive a message, give it to me. And by typing the right commands, our bot is responding to it. Now, by default, this sample bot doesn't do a lot, but what it does do is give examples for how you can do things. For example, typing /image shows how you can send an image over a bot. /hello shows, well, how you can react to simple text. And then /random picks a number between 1 and 3. So there you have it. We've just set up a bot that will talk to us. But let's go a step further. Let's actually customize, or begin to customize our bot to make it do what we want it to. Well, in order to develop, we have to use a very slightly different command. And these are commands that I set up previously, so you don't have to touch them, you don't have to even understand them. What npm run start does is it very simply starts our bot up. But if we try to make any changes to the files now, well, the bot isn't going to have those changes. In order to get the bot to have those changes quickly, I've set up this separate command called npm run develop, and what that does is every time it sees a change in the files, it automatically restarts the bot. And it's very simple to do. I'm going to click on the command window, and I'm going to press Ctrl-C, and that should also be the same as on Mac. I'm going to press yes to stop, and then I'm going to type npm run develop. And a very slightly different command is launched, and this will automatically restart the bot when required. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to open up the folder with the code, and I'm going to go inside source, I'm going to go inside handlers, and I'm going to go inside custom response. Now everything inside this handlers folder corresponds directly to the commands that if I type help, it corresponds directly to the command. So the help command is managed from this help folder, and image command is from this image folder, and hello and is simple response, and random is random choice. Well, custom response is a placeholder for you to put what you want in. And what I should also just quickly add, all these other folders are for is, they show you the code for how you can get something to happen. So inside of custom response, we have a single file called index.ts. I'm going to right click and open this, and then I'm going to bring Notepad++ up here. Now, if you've not done programming before, this might look very scary. Please don't feel that way. Don't feel scared to experiment and just play around with it. And I'll explain right now all you need to understand. There are two general sections of things going on here. The first section controls what your bot responds to, and the second section controls how it responds. And these two are linked together by the name simple trigger, which is used here. So, well, how do we get it to do what we want? Well, instead of / your command, I want my bot to respond to / Joshua. And instead of your response here, well, I'm going to want to type, hello, Joshua, how are you? ? Then I'm going to Ctrl-S to save. And as you can see there, our bot has automatically detected changes and started running. And that's all that's needed to make the bot talk. So if I now type / Joshua in here, hello, Joshua, how are you? And that's it. We're done. If you're looking to expand this with photos, with images, with more, well, you can use what's already pre-built in the other handler files. You can literally copy the code and you can see it work. Thank you very much for watching. Please leave any comments or questions and have fun.